Okay, now we'll start the discussion about depositories. Depositories, in the previous classes, it means in the previous sessions, we were discussing about depositories, a brief introduction or brief meaning about the depositories. Uh, in simple terms, depositories are like a bank where in the bank we'll deposit our money. We'll deposit our money whenever we want money. We'll withdraw it whenever we want to deposit. We want to save. We'll deposit in the bank account. But I compared this like a bank. But in this depositories, what happened? We'll not deposit money. We'll not deposit a cash in these depositories. So mainly in stock market, this depositories used to deposit our shares, our securities. What securities, what shares I have, I can deposit these shares or securities in these depositories. So that's why I told these are like a bank but not a bank. I compared these depositories with a bank. In bank we'll deposit cash whenever we want, we'll withdraw cash. Same way here in the depositories we can't deposit a share, or whenever we want we can't withdraw the share. There, when I purchase share, automatically my portion of shares will be deposited in these depositories. It means these depositories will hold my security. These depositories will hold my securities in electronic form. Depositories here, what I mentioned just now, where I can't deposit a share or security. What will happen when I purchase any shares, or when I purchase any securities, or when I sell any securities? Automatically, in the system itself, in the system, it means how the trading and settlement procedures are there, are implemented in the stock market, in the stock exchange. Automatically, in my name, securities will be deposited, and when I sell, so securities will be withdrawn. So that facility, with in relation to the, or with relation with this, or in coordination with this demat account, we need to open a demat account to proceed with buying and selling of shares or securities in India. Now we have the concept called demat account. Demat is nothing but dematerialized account. When we have that, or when we open that account with many brokers, there are many brokers, then they they'll give, or they'll provide the service called depository service. And in our name, when I purchase a share, so those many shares will be deposited, and those many shares when I sell will be withdrawn. That facility is given, and that total overall facility is called as depository services. And who are providing this service are called as depositories. Who are providing the service are called as depositories. Now, these are depositories. Here it is mentioned that an institution, depository is an institution. Just I mentioned, who are providing that service is an institution storing the securities. In simple terms, also we can use the term storing the securities in dematerialized form. Dematerialized form, it means earlier which was there in the material form, it means in the paper form. That dematerial, it means it is dematerialized. It is changed to dematerialized, means electronic form. Then move on to further depositories. Even when we know more about depositories, they'll have one proper centralized location. It's like not it is not like they'll have one this kind of locker where they'll open every time when we buy or when we sell, and they'll keep our securities and they'll take back their securities. It is not like that. Everything will be in electronic form. This is now, it has become a cloud based depositories. It means in our name, when I purchase a share, there will be account, and in my account, the moment, it means increase or decrease of number of shares, that moment will happen. So there will be one centralized central location for keeping these securities. That central locations are called as these depositories. Central locations are depositories. Then just now I mentioned depositories are compared to a bank for securities. In the bank, what happens? Money can be deposited and withdrawn. But in depositories, the security shares can be deposited and withdrawn, but not a common individual can deposit directly. We need to just buy or sell. When we buy, automatically in that system, in that procedure itself, shares will be deposited to this depositories. When I sell, shares will be withdrawn from these repositories. When we go forward further, we'll come to know that how this securities are converted into electronic form. Earlier, we were not having this depository concept. This depositories recently, it means recently in the sense even for 20 years, in this late 1990s, in the last few years of 20th century, this depository concept came introduced to the stock market. Since then, the process of converting the this physical shares into electronic shares is happening. It's happened already. It is finished now. There is no that converting everything. When the company is issuing the shares, then and there itself, it is issuing in the electronic form. It may be any company which is going to issue shares through IPO. It means when the company is going to issue shares to public, then they'll convert the shares. It means they'll create electronic shares. So earlier we had a physical share certificate. These all are physical share certificate. We used to get a certificate like this. Even in my house, my parents earlier at that time, they purchased Vijaya Bank shares. So they used to get share certificate. They got a share certificate also. But now at present, when I purchase shares, I'll not get any share certificate. I'll get a confirmation. I'll get a just confirmation that you have purchased this many shares. This many shares are deposited. It means credited. Like that information I'll get, but I'll not get any physical share certificate. Now it has become everything is electronized. It means electric or electronic form of shares are available. So that electronic form of shares, all the physical shares are converted into electronic form. They brought into one system. It means within the earlier, these certificates are outside the electronic system. Now all these certificates are brought under or uh, inserted into the electronic systems. So with the help of information and communication technology, IT technologies are every now and then, every day it is improvising, advanced technologies are coming. So with the help of these, shares are converted into electronic form. Then now in India at present, there are two depositories. In India at present, there are two depositories. One is CDSL and NSDL. So CDSL, Central Depository Securities Limited, it is implemented by Bombay Stock Exchange. It is an initiative and subsidiary of Bombay Stock Exchange. It's a subsidiary of Bombay Stock Exchange, BSE. And NSDL. So NSDL is a subsidiary of NSE. NSDL. So expansion of this NSDL is National Securities Depository Limited. National Securities Depository Limited. And this NSDL is the subsidiary. It means uh, organization which comes under NSE, National Stock Exchange. So these two are the depositories which are existing at present, which are there in India at present, and only these are the two stock exchanges, the depositories. And this information, how many depositories, when this in depositories are implemented, introduced, all these things, information is available in the SEBI website. In the previous sessions also, I mentioned that depositories, the issue of shares, book building, all right issue shares, all these details are available in SEBI website. If you visit to SEBI website, you'll get to know all this information. So same thing, even CDSL and NSDL information is also available. You can access when you are free. If possible, I'll also mention this SEBI link. I'll share the SEBI link where you can access it. SEBI link, which will be easy for everyone to get more information about the SEBI. Then history of Indian depositories. When we discuss more about Indian depositories. In India, the concept of depositories were not there long back. Long back in the sense not when the stock market concept introduced in India. Stock market concept introduced in India. It means the first stock exchange was established in 19th century. It was in 1875. But at that time, this electronic form, electronic systems were not there. Even when the popularity of computer information technology was popular at that time, also initially these depositories were not there in India. Depositories, the concept of depository was introduced. It means they came into Indian stock market uh, after 1996, when the government of India passed an act called Depository Act. In Parliament, the government of India passed the act called Depository Act, which was passed in the year 1996. After that, the depositories legally statutory, it got depositories got a statutory provisions. Then after that, slowly a few one organization, it means stock exchanges started uh, coming out with their own depository, now see, after that, after 1996 passing the Depositories Act by the government of India, NSE started National Securities Depositories Limited, which was this is an NSE initiative. NSD, the full form is NSD, short form of National Securities Depositories Limited, NSDL. NSDL, National Securities Depositories Limited, which was started in the year 1996. Which was started in the year 1996. And one more thing we need to concentrate here, this depository, this mainly NSDL, is not only dealing in the securities holding or maintaining these shares in the electronic form. The NSDL is also entered to various system or various electronic, or it means creating electronic form of documents or all these things. So where we all know that PAN card, we all know that permanent account number, PAN card, is important for tax returns or tax filing, tax identification number. So this tax number or the PAN number, which will be used an important document for PAN, it means for income tax purpose. There, that income tax PAN card number or PAN card registration and issue of this PAN card number will be issued by this NSDL only. NSDL will issue PAN cards to citizen who will apply for PAN card. That is one initiative. It means income tax agreement between the income tax department, that is CBDT, and with the NSDL. And also this same NSDL also have the concept called NPS. It means they'll NPS, National Pension Scheme, new pension scheme, under new pension scheme, a person who registered or a person who deposited money under this new pension scheme will be getting one number, PRAN number. It is called as PRAN number. So that number also will be issued by NSDL. When we go further, after this NSDL established, after after that, after 3 years, after few years, BSE also established their own depository system, depository service. That depository service is popularly called as CDSL. So Central Depository Services Limited, CDSL. This Central Depository Services Limited was established in 1999. Now we have only these two. National, it means NSDL and CDSL, which is established by NSA and BSE in India. In future, based on the requirement, even SEBI also may give permission to even further more depositories. But till now, only we have these many depositories in India.